of manifestation that what you think and feel you become. Whatever you are, you attract that. If I find grateful moment in this life today, right now, even if I wish to experience a lot for the future, but if I'm joyful, if I'm in acceptance of my life, and if you are finding yourself that way, then you are greatly there, ready to manifest.
Personally, meditation did one thing. That one thing was calming the demon in the mind, calming the noise in the mind.
When you visualize it, three things will happen. You are overcoming the time. You are living in the future already what you wanted to. Number two, what is your current self? You are overcoming it, what you wanted to do. Third, you are overcoming the environment itself. You are the current limitations, everything it is strike off. You are just visualizing it. You are already having that experience.
Became very much mindful of everything. I started living a happy life, like I would enjoy each day, and I had more of acceptance, surrenderness towards every situation, and I became more compassionate and all stopped all the worries which we have.
Within 2 months of my manifestation thing, like every day I used to enjoy being visualize myself as a head of technology or a head of some tech thing. So it happened within 2 to 3 months. So that's what the miracles.
My sleep pattern has improved, I suppose. I mean, I used to go to bed, but then I never used to get sleep early. For maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I used to keep awake. But now, as soon as I touch the bed, I go to sleep.
I had burning sensation in my legs. Every day when I remove my shoes, I feel very tough. Within the 40-day session, somewhat I don't get that feel now. I feel much comfortable.
My voice used to be very arrogant to people. So I felt that I should become more friendly towards myself also. It is not only with others, it is speaking to myself. So, to myself also should be friendly, so that more of pure intentions and more of beautiful thoughts has to come out from myself, so that I would manifest all the good things for myself and around me.
Yeah, meditation is really helping. I'm able to observe my thoughts, I can say. Instead of getting into the negative thoughts, I'm consciously trying to be positive.
Most of the things that make me a strong person through meditation, and I am spending whole day and disciplined through this program. Know this time I have changed my life and totally transferred.
Meditation made me more concentration and level of thinking and calmness, everything increased, and whatever situation comes, I can adjust for that.
A very happy morning, afternoon, and evening, dear friends and masters from all across the globe. A very warm welcome to all of you on day 15 of Quantum Program. I'm Santosh from Bangalore, and I want to congratulate each and every one of you who have completed this 2 weeks of this transformative journey, and your commitment to show up every day is commendable. In the last week, we went deeper into how meditation works, not just on the mind, but on the entire body itself. We explored how stress silently depletes us and how, with consistent practice of meditation, we can actually reverse this. We also learned about the quantum field that meditation opens to us, and one of the most powerful practice which I have itself been benefited a lot from is the heart elevation technique, wherein we feel connected to everyone and we are filled with love, gratitude, and joy, and it brings our whole body into coherence. We also learned how being a light onto ourselves, being aware and watching inward helps us along this journey. And we also learned how introducing pyramids in our daily life will deepen our practice. Week 2 has shown us that meditation is one of the deepest forms of self care we can offer to ourselves. And as we step into week 3, maybe we can just introspect on how meditation has changed us or how it has impacted us. With that, we step into week 3 with a new topic. And I want to welcome Chandra sir and over to you, Chandra sir, for taking us on this journey and helping us with our practice. Yes. Over to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you, Santoshi. Happy morning, friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. How about we reflect upon and then write something in the chat? He asked, what are my takeaways so far in this program? Can you write 2 or 3 bullets? What are your takeaways in this program so far? Is your chat enabled?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
chat is enabled.
It's a great exercise. Okay, first one is no compliance. Calm mind leads to happiness. Balanced. Inner peace. I'm able to watch my mind. So I'm asking, in your experience of the last 2 weeks, based on listening to various talks and the meditation practice put together, okay, mental and emotional strength. Every time I join this program, I learn more. Consistent in meditation and book reading and know about myself more deeply than earlier. Be soft-spoken, be mindful of happening, be positive. True insight into oneself to correct our behavior. I'm able to stay in present moment more. I'm able to sit for 2 hours with calm mind. Okay. How to deal with somatic issues. Takeaways, calm and peace, becoming positive, becoming aware, getting good sleep. How to deal with some issues. I'm feeling bit positive in the last 2 weeks. Okay. What exactly meditation does in brain, experiencing it in practically. Calmness and mindfulness, right? Consistency, less reactive, and so on. Sleeping very well, gratitude. I've started reading books, consistency, calm reading, book reading. Wonderful. Thank you. We all have dreams and goals. When you become calm, when you're positive, when you're saying, I'm in the present moment, that means you're ready you are already set up yourself for you set up a great manifestation platform. If you are calm, if you are becoming positive in thinking and approach, and you started knowing more is equal to experiencing more. Calming is equal to receiving, connecting to the power of consciousness. Becoming positive is to becoming focused towards what we want. Everyone has dreams and goals, but many are not able to realize them. Many have strong resolutions every now and then on a birthday and a New Year day. Yesterday, this weekend was Buddha Purnima day. So those who are inspired by Buddha say, I'm going to do this from Buddha Purnima onwards. Have a resolution, but resolution fizzles down in a few days. It doesn't stay through. And then we're disappointed about ourselves. The cycle has been continuing. But with meditation, with all these aspects that we all talked about, when they start coming in, we start breaking that pattern, the pattern of making a resolution for ourselves, but then going away from it very quickly and then going back into old self and living an old routine standard life, complaining and cribbing in many ways, or feeling disappointed or impatiently going through life will go away when present moment awareness comes into our life, when we start knowing more. When Jim Carrey, and I used to, when I watched a movie, a small clipping, that Jim Carrey, one of the Hollywood actors, he carrying a check in his pocket. And then the check that he says he wrote for himself, $5 million or something, $10 million check he wrote for himself. And then he carried that check in his pocket for years. Looking at it, feeling that he's earning that at some level, sometime. And then towards it, he's doing something, and every day would drive to Hollywood in the night and then feel that he's living there, present himself there, experience it firsthand, and then go back. But then he kept going at it regularly, consistently, and he says how it brought him great fortune. Eventually, of course, he was doing his own hard work, but he was doing something very powerful. It's called manifestation, one of the manifestation concepts that helped him to stay focused on his goal. I was fascinated as it happened. Prior to this, when I started venturing into startups in Silicon Valley is common that so some of the founders give you a fake 100,000. I got $1 million bill into my hand. It's common in Silicon Valley when you're starting in especially tech startups. I know. And the founders will go and you can buy in stores $1 million bills, 10 of them for $1 or something. But then something came to my hand. Did not believe that it is possible. It is positive that having $1 million bill in your hand, because every startup starts with that goal and a dream. Did not believe it. And then subsequently, when I came into meditation, I came across this video. I said, wow, okay, so there's a power. We can put all of that together now with meditation. Some of those concepts will come clear the more we are open about them, and call it manifestation sutras. And this week our focus is that to recognize and say whoever has a dream and a goal, and then here is a process that we'll understand this week and apply it. Buddha's Quantum Foundation is known and quite popular for learning more about this and applying it. We did a 5-session program recently on this manifestation science, which is quite elaborate. for those of you who know, and then those who've gone through, it's a refresher in understanding it. And of course, otherwise, it's a beautiful way of learning each topic every day, one by one. Let's go into the practice of meditation, and then we'll delve into it a little bit, getting to know the overview of what these concepts are, and then how powerful that each one of us are with our own thought and feeling. And if only we know how to direct our mind, how to utilize the power of the consciousness of the field that is there, that everything is possible, right? Relax yourself, friends. Sit comfortably. Let's go into the practice. We are doing breath mindfulness meditation. The goal is to calm the mind, rest the mind for a few minutes every day. This seemingly simple practice called breath anapanasati meditation that comes from Gautama Buddha. The technique is from him, that simply observe the natural breath with your eyes closed, then automatically it does magic from him. And so we do this practice and then popularized by Patriji significantly, Brahmarshi Patriji, a master that I learned and associated, journeyed together for several years, called breath mindfulness meditation, is to observe the breath with our eyes closed in a relaxed posture, as you see in the picture. Sit down on the floor or in the chair or sofa, crossing your feet at ankle, cross fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, closing your eyes. Observe your breath, resting your attention on the nose. When you observe the breath, the natural breath that is going through your in nostrils, any nostril is fine. It just goes through your nostrils and comes out of the nostril. When you observe your breath slowly, slowly, mind is becoming calmer, less and less thoughts in the mind. It slowly becomes empty. Body is relaxed, mind is relaxed. That's a beautiful state. We be in that state, experience that calmness, that emptiness. Something happens when you are empty in the mind. Observe whatever happens in your body and mind. In case you have thoughts anytime, as becoming calmer, thoughts come and interrupt your calmness. When thoughts come, when you recognize you have thought, go back to observing the breath. And again, start the process all over, called breath meditation. So spend the maximum time in this, friends. Relax yourself. With your eyes closed, relax your body. Be with your breath. Dear friends, dear masters, with your glasses removed, eyes closed, attention on your nose, observe your in-breath and the out-breath. When we observe our breath, our mind is becoming empty. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that calmness. The greater emptiness consciousness. We are less matter, more emptiness and energy. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of limitless possibilities. The more you stay connected in this emptiness energy, the longer you linger in this field of energy, the more you tune in to these possibilities. Merge into this emptiness. Friends, at this time, let's express gratitude. Gratitude to all things and everyone. Express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, relatives. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. To everything you use, the technology, the company, the government, the systems. To yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude, the ultimate state of receivership. And slowly recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoy the session. For understanding manifestation signs, the first thing that must be clearly understood without a doubt, without a question, is my thoughts have something to do with my life. If that is deeply ingrained into us, there is never question that understanding, then everything else in our entire lifetime is to practice around it. But it is not a fate. It is not fate written somewhere. Oh, my fate, so I don't know. Things will just go the way it is. We don't advocate to that philosophy. Just like we all have our own plan, and then we have an opportunity to change our plan. Whatever is happening here in this earthly world is happening in the energy world. If I have a plan, I make a plan, and I have an opportunity to change my plan. It's up to me. But any change in the plan takes time to show up. You are a business leader, you set out and you made a plan, an annual plan at the beginning of the year started. It took 3 months to spread it down all the way to everybody. Then you want to change it, and when you decide to change it, it's not overnight. It's going to take 3 months or 6 months, maybe this time, and maybe longer, because people have gotten down into it. They have so much resistance, but they'll take time to change, so there is longer. It's bound to change, though. If you decide, it's bound to change. So it's the case with everything that we wish to create. It's not a fate-driven model that we're living with. It's a model where we plan, but then we have an opportunity to change the plan if we know why we are changing the plan. And if you have enough clarity, so have conviction to go deep down and then change it. Manifestation is a process to recognize and understand that I have an infinite process of life, infinite life, and then I can experience life greatly. But when it is done with an understanding that I am living while others are also living, so then I'm very considerate to them when I create what I wish to experience, or then is a beautiful understanding to have to live and let live. Live and let live. So it must be clear. Every time I'm manifesting, why am I manifesting? What am I looking for? Why is so? Everybody wants something for sure. Those who have achieved many things, they want peace of mind. They want to go away, but they can't go away. You're entangled too much, you can't go away. It's not just dropping. Then you're going to hurt many things. You're not inconsiderate at that point. Just overdoing and dropping everything. You'll be very inconsiderate to a whole set of people and processes around you. Let's look at this introduction and then go into some more detail, peel the onion layer by layer this week. And this is it's 7:03. This is going to take about 20 minutes. So it's going to be slightly beyond our scheduled time. Meditation increases this manifestation quotient, physical quotient, intelligence quotient. We are into manifestation quotient now, week 3. Great leaders, their mind, we observe the mind. What's the mind of great leaders? What did they live with? By the way, how many of you already live with that understanding that, yes, my thoughts have something to do with my reality? I can influence my reality. While there is a greater intelligence influences, or me have planned, but then I also influence my reality. The concept is that we all are specks of consciousness or energy. We are making our plans coming here to experience life, and then we continue to deliberate upon to alter the course. With clarity, with awareness, then you do things, then you're great. With unconsciously, with unawareness, you do things, then yes, this tend to seem to go through suffering a lot. But nevertheless, you gain a lot of experience. So many leaders have lived their life through this thing that, okay, I create my life, and then if I am if I have clarity of what I need, and so he's saying Mahatma Gandhi's man is but a product of his thought. What he thinks, he becomes. So that's why he held on to his belief of freedom to India through non-violence. The conventional wisdom is that through violence, through fight. The unconventional wisdom that he believed because the possibility exists, held on to that dream for 42 years to recognize finally what it believed came true. India independence. But it's a dream for 42 years. He didn't leave it. How many of us are holding on to a dream, starting and then 3 months later, oh, it is not happening at all. Okay, so the deadline is coming, still don't seem to happen. Okay, leave it, trash it. That's why manifestation doesn't work, because half the time we don't even believe in the science of the process. While we say, I believe my thoughts create reality, we're not ready to apply patiently. We have this arbitrary notion of time we set for ourselves and say it has to happen 6 months, it has to happen 1 year. In 2 years, definitely I have to get married in 2 years. 2 years pass and say, okay, nothing is working. Why 2 years? Why not 4 years? Who decide the 2 years and arbitrarily 4 years time? What happens if we wait for 4 years? But all leaders had this one thing, that our thoughts bring our reality. Henry Ford, and I love this statement, just pointed back to that ownership is with us, the capability is into us. You think you can do, or you think you cannot do, and either way you're right. So it's a choice you make. I can or I can't. I have time or I don't have time. This is possible or it's not possible. It's a simple choice you make. That's simple as that. Those who say, I don't have time because I've got too many things going, will exactly create that reality. I don't have time, I have too many things going. Let's read the statements, rewind them. I don't have time, I have too many things going. Is create exactly that, is what, if you follow this statement, the thoughts create reality. If you follow that is right for a moment, then we are in that state of being very, very busy. I'm very busy all the time. A statement, very proud to make many times. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney, greatest creator of all times. Something so beautiful, something lively that ignites people, connects emotion, captivates emotionally people when you go into his creation and his creations. It's just a new world out there. I'm sure people agree with me, whoever has gone into some of his creations like Disneylands. But his mind, you dream, then you can do. In business language, we say, if you can see it, you can hold it. Business leaders use this phrase, if you can see it, you can hold it. Seeing means they're saying if you have a vision of it, then you can hold into your hand. It comes to your hand. So from the mind of leaders, and then there are many more, if you study, then you'll come to it. And then from placebo research, this is now a little get, this first one is study. Many leaders, they all say the same, they feel the same, they think the same. I must have a focus on my goal, attention to my goal, which is always positive and expansion oriented. I should not succumb to the challenges that I have. Stay above, and then that means they're always staying in the hope of the future. They're thinking and staying focused on the goal, even when the most great adversities happen, cash flow issues come, markets collapse, or whatever, everything, and then the biggest, most important people leave the company. We're not just succumbing and saying, okay, now this person, they have gone, so it's so difficult, it's going to be very difficult for us to come through. Then you start going into that belief's gone. Is also true. And this is an experiment. You can search for this and go into the detail. But then the experiment is saying that in a group of senior citizens for a week when they lived and played in a resort which was decorated to be 20 years back in their time. So we are in 2026, and 20 years back, we were in 2006. 2006, what was life like? What is it like now? Differences are there. And so if things were of that time, and then people lived in a resort for a week as if they're living in 2006 as opposed to 2026. And so then their memories would come. That's the time internet was booming, and then many things are happening at that time, first time. Well, the internet started booming in 2020, but then it was getting mature into those times. So many things were happening. So you are tied to the changes and events of that time. And so then what happened here for the senior citizens, when they lived in a resort which is decorated, all decorated, bringing memories of their youthful stage, then they became young. 40 to 60-year-old became 20 to 40-year-old in a week, demonstrating that if you believe that you are young, then you are young. The environment, the signaling to them that, hey, everything that is signaling to them that their youthfulness, the days in the young age, where they're eating, dancing, sleeping, everything, sleeping less, eating more, dancing more, all of that happening. They became young, they became energetic, 1 week, belief. The book You Are the Placebo covers several experiments around this. The book Mind to Matter covers several experiments of what you believe. You get conspired. I mean, everything gets conspired to make things happen. There's an youngster in Mind to Matter, beautiful story. That youngster, this story is amazing. And at some point, maybe you can talk through this. That youngster who was very upset about the Cold War between Russia and America, and then where they were constantly keeping the people on the edge, particularly people in Germany, because they were in the middle of it, right? So this side, West Germany, East Germany. And this boy was very upset about it, that they're taking the brunt of all of it, because anytime the things can erupt, and then one or the other will have a problem. And so you wanted to bring this out as in the open. You want to bring it up in the open. And so then how he trained himself and then learning flying, and then how he trained himself, and then he wanted to take a flight and then to fly a plane in land in Moscow and then demonstrate and then express his displeasure about it. That world will notice it, and then so people will do something about it. And then amazingly, and there are so many things that support in a way that it flies. And then those days, and just before the Soviet Union changes, transforms into many countries, and how he was able to fly a plane and then defying many things, and unimaginably so many things come together. We call coincidences, not one, not two, but about 6, 7 events come together simultaneously in a span of few hours, that he actually lands a plane in Moscow, and not in an airport, but on a bridge which is getting maintained. In many ways, the story is beautifully written in that book, Mind to Matter, just to understand that if you believe in something, that entire field conspires to make it happen for you. I'm sure some of you resonate with it. And if you're already experimenting with this concept of manifestation, what you think and believe is what is coming to you through many, many ways. And one of the ways of field, some unimaginable power is helping you when you hold on to that dream. And so the story is an amazing story to read, and then all points to the same, that what you believe can come true in some way. And then that boy who lands the plane, the story goes that then the West comes to know about it in many ways. And then, of course, the Eastern leaders come to know. In fact, Michael Gorbachev uses that as an opportunity to remove one of the hardliners that time, who was there in defense, and paving the way for transforming Russia, the USSR, into different smaller countries, removing for once an untruth that was there. The quantum physics considerations, and we'll dwell deeper into it tomorrow. The quantum physics considerations is telling the same, is pointing to that we are all energy. There's all energy first, it's not matter, the way we experience matter. It's not matter, it's energy. And that energy is really, everything is energy. It's empty, and emptiness filled with energy. If you look into ultimately the proton and neutrons, they're all emptiness and energy. And so then it says that it's all emptiness and then full of energy. We're not really matter, but then what comes and what makes matter? Then it says that how does energy become matter? When observed, that energy becomes matter. When observed, subatomic energy, instead of saying subatomic particle, subatomic energy becomes matter particle, like an electron and neutron, which is a fundamental block for forming the elements in nature. Elements compose and come together to produce matter. Matter is a body. Matter is our experience that we see everywhere. Every experience is matter. Contains people, places, things. People, places, things is an experience. People are living beings, and places and things come together to form an experience that we have. And so how does it happen? Quantum physics considerations demonstrate that everything is energy, energy becomes matter. So then thoughts create reality, come to the same conclusion. So leaders of all time, their mind is telling that thoughts create reality. Placebo research is telling that thoughts create reality. You Are the Placebo is a great book to start from on this. Quantum physics experimentations, considerations tell us thoughts create reality. Spiritual science, Ya Mati Sa Gatir Bhaved, from Uttara Gita from India. Jesus Christ. what you think is you become. Buddha said, what you dwell upon in your mind, you become. Many religions and then the spiritual science is fundamentally saying that you are a free will being, and so then your free will is brought into your life through your thought. But the essence is the same way. Our thoughts and feelings create a reality. Now, if that is the case, the state of mind, then one said this is the principle. When you understand this, and it took me some time to understand and experiment on it. Richard Bach experiments. He says, okay, you got to know, is it true? That's simple. Then he's sitting, dining in a restaurant, and then he says, okay, I wish to see a feather, a bird feather. Then before he completes his meal, and a feather was just floating by outside his window, in the restaurant outside window, just floats away. He says, wow, the power of thinking. Now, what is your state of mind? One side you say thoughts create reality, but the state of mind is a full of negative thoughts, limiting beliefs. Full. 50,000 negative thoughts. Now, this thing, thoughts and feelings are there. They come up from the past. A belief is a past thing from the past. Or you lost a job, and then everybody said they read so much about, in case you lose a job in a tough market, where the market jobs are there, just the rate of job growth is less and less. That's all it is. But you say, okay, it's so difficult to get a job. Life is going to be very hard. It's going to be very difficult to get a job. If you're that nature, that thinking, then you're making it that much more difficult. That comes from your past. That comes from what everybody tells you. You need one job. There are millions of jobs are still there, but you say that it's going to be very difficult. No jobs only. There are no jobs for me because you apply 3 times and they say, yeah, see, it reinforced my belief that no jobs, I didn't get a call, so there's no jobs. You contrast that with what you did 6 years ago, and you applied before and applied, many opportunities came. Now, no opportunity after applying. So you have a great reason to believe that it's not possible, called belief. So when you have past, and then the thoughts are produced, thoughts produce a feeling, drawing experience of the past. Body feels that way, it signals more things, more articles, more memories, and so more thoughts come. We go into something called thinking feeling loop forever, reinforcing what we believe to be more and more true. A neuroscience principle kicks in to say cells that fire together wire together. So what you think more, what you feel more becomes more truth. And so that becomes stronger in your memory and mind. And so then it becomes stronger, it comes into your experience more quickly. Before you realize and say, no, I have a different way of thinking, you are swept away with the old thinking and say, yeah, it's very difficult. You tell the story. You find comfort in telling that story to friends and family and say, no, it's so difficult to get a job. I don't know. We got to really be careful, this, that. And so that thinking, feeling loop continues to keep us stuck in this. And so, dear friends, if the state of mind is in this thinking, feeling loop of negative thinking, limited thinking on one side, while the other side of thoughts create reality. So what do you produce then? Produce a reality that's far away from what you really wish to create. And some other beliefs, I'm not a lucky person. It's hard to change reality. I'm short-tempered. Nothing good ever happens to me. I never have enough time. I can't find a partner. All of them are beliefs. It took me some time to understand that I don't have enough time. I understand that I'm a very busy person are also greatest limitation that we set on ourselves. We are in this box. We not realize we are in the box. For the principle that I talked about in the previous day, the thinking, feeling loop is capturing us into the same state all the time. And so then we live in a box life, and a life of limited. Otherwise, I'm not a lucky person. Luck, we put luck, and I ask and everyone say, where is luck coming from? You are a very scientific temperament person. Modern age right now, where is luck coming from? What is luck? Do you have an explanation for it? How can things happen when everything is scientifically explained and you say, I cannot believe that thoughts create reality. I can't believe that this thing falls down because there's gravity. You want some science principle, but when you can't explain, use luck. Why luck? Because you can't explain. But you are scientific tempered. You're ready to accept luck. Now with spiritual science, with this understanding, you come and then say there isn't anything called luck. Everything is happening Your preparation of towards that event is coming together. For everything that is happening to you today, there is something else happened in the past. You come to the greatest conclusion. A 6-year-old singing like Lata Mangeshkar is not luck. A 6-year-old singing Lata Mangeshkar lived through many lifetimes where he experienced something great of the past, sang to the glory in the past, and so start from there, and so they start here. When somebody is managing a business, first thing look at is what is their experience. Somebody is managing business very well. You look at and say, right, what is their experience? Wow, they got to take such a beautiful decisions. You look for their experience. You look at behind and say, oh, they worked at GE and under so and so person. I see. So that's probably where they learned a lot. So look back into the history to say where's the learning coming from. And when we don't have a reason, and then we suddenly say, okay, must be very lucky. But not, because we don't understand there is something called past life. There is a reincarnation. Many religions don't support it, so we cannot accept it. We must study this, explore it. This meditation makes it possible to explore every science. So, dear friends, all these limitations are setting ourselves to make us feel helpless, make us feel like this is the way life is. There's nothing else that I can do. My fate is written. But not now when you practice meditation, understand manifestation science to change things. You feel to do something, but you can't. It's because you have a feeling of doing, but we are stuck up in this limitation. And so then manifestation needs to come out of the limitation. So then what is the way? Change of thoughts, feeling, and create reality. You got to change of thought and change of thought. Got to change of thought fundamentally. How I think and feeling about my life. Then automatically life future must change. Meditation changes our thought. Meditation trains the mind. We go back to first week, some of the concepts we talked about this. It's training and shaping the mind. Conscious, subconscious minds are changed forever. And then the superconscious mind and the mind of infinity, the field that is there, full of possibilities, we tune into it. And so then we consider this and say manifestation science 5 sutras. There are 5 principles. We're going to dig deeper into these tomorrow by understanding the quantum physics experiment of how thoughts create reality, and then explore these during the week. Setting goals, visualizing the future starts with setting goals. Then being open about the possibility that whatever goal you set, that you recognize and say, yes, it is possible from the field. Once you understand the quantum physics experimentation, you understand the infinite possibilities, everything is possible. And so you be open, you develop the openness towards it. Yes, I patiently wait. I know I've asked for something which could be far-fetched and then difficult, but then you are that I know that is difficult will slowly go away, and then replace that statement with it is possible. It is possible in many cases in the history, it is possible for me. As I develop openness, develop focus, attention, not get swayed away by this thing, that people and friends and environment tell you constantly. So that you're focused on your goal, you're focused on what you really want without getting swayed away. That's developing focus and reprogramming the limitation that I talked about in the earlier slide, and then developing acceptance, present moment awareness, being joyful and happy in the moment, and always grateful for things that we have. All of these are fundamentally helping us to be centered in the moment to think of a future. And when you develop these things, and the meditation and the right knowledge is developing to us, and so then we start saying that things are coming into my life automatically. I know now if I want something, I can manifest. And it's a question of tuning in and saying, what is the right thing for me to manifest if I wish to? This is the conclusion that everyone comes as they experiment on these principles and sutras. Thank you very much for joining. And this is the introduction to the manifestations, and we'll explore the rest of the week. We'll conclude here. Any announcements, Santoshi?
Yes, so we have the Inspire Book Club today, and I request everyone to join us for an insightful discussion on the book Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. It's a profound book following a man's journey on for true enlightenment. So we have 2 batches, one in the morning which starts at 8:15 to 9:15 a.m., led by Nilima Puri ji, Dinesh ji, and Dr. Gargi. And we have the evening batch, which is led by Namita ji and Richa Srivastava ji at 8 p.m., both Indian Standard Time.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. So we'll see you tomorrow again. We'll stay for about 10 minutes. Any questions around it? If anybody would like to share their manifestation story, that'll be great. Something that you experimented and you realize that and you feel good about it and you feel more confident about this whole science of manifestation.
I think Nilima has raised a
short break. After a short break. Thank you.
From my feet, I call the healing power. Up from my feet, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from my feet, I know that I am here.
So, Nilimaji, please go ahead and unmute yourself. And if possible, do turn on the video. Please go ahead, ma'am.
How to switch, like nothing is there for the video. How to switch on the video in the panel? It's not there.
You will have a small video icon in your mobile or laptop. Please go ahead, ma'am. You can share your journey or your sharing.
Yeah.
She's joining us, panel.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
See, yeah. So like for since long time, I was thinking how to keep the meditation session at home, but I wasn't able to make it happen. And all of a sudden, it happened on Buddha Purnima day. And it was a very nice experience. I was feeling so happy out of no reason. Like I was meeting people for the first time whom I didn't know also. 40 to 50 people were here. And it was such a nice thing. I really enjoyed it. And I was thinking about how meditation helps. And so one of the masters, she brought me a book called Spiritual Science. And it gave me the answers to my questions. And now I can understand what meditation is. So, and second was, I was thinking of going to Pyramid Valley, but I wasn't able to make it up. Then I took a step forward and I did my bookings. These two are happening.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rimaji. So you had your first session at home?
Yes, yes. And like now, today I'll be making a pyramid, and I was interested in making a pyramid by my own self. Then yesterday in the WhatsApp group, Koteshwar, he has sent a link how to make the pyramid at home, and today I'm going to make it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. You decide and then it starts coming your way, information.
Yes, yes, yes. Like I'm feeling so happy for tourism. Like I want to I don't know,
Yes, enjoy the moments, madam. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. We have Jayashree, ma'am, who would like to share next. Please go ahead and unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, good morning to everyone. I'm Jayashree from Bangalore, and I would like to share that about thoughts create reality and how my manifestation worked. And long back, or even around in 2020, or even before that, much before that, I used to, if I want to make something, I would always think everything before. This is before I started attending the meditation classes. and I would think that I want to do this, so and I will just imagine I'm doing it and how people are receiving it and how they are responding to it. And then later I would suddenly feel scared. My God, I have not even started it and I have gone to the end of my thought, and is it right what I'm doing? Then when I started joining the meditation class in 2021, I told Chandra sir about this. I don't know if he will remember it. And then he said, no, what you're doing is okay, you continue. Then I started this visualization and manifestation. So that time I had a thought that I have lot of grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and grandnieces, nephews, everything. I have to give them all a gift, some gift that they are, when they are 7 years old also they should use it, and just not throw, and when they are 70 they should still use it. And then I was thinking what it could be. And then when I was doing my meditation, I had a very nice experience. One energy came from all over my body. It just traveled from my left side fingertips and went inside my body, and it came to the center of my head, and then it burst out. And then I was just dancing waltz with all tears of bliss and smiling so wide. And then I was able to, I wanted to share this too. That time Vani madam and Veena were doing the meditation, and it was a prana session. So I wanted to share this to them, but I didn't know how to share, raise hand and all that. I was new to Zoom. So I just tapped the phone, and then I said, Krishna, please help me, I want to share. And after I tapped the phone, it opened up, and Vani madam and Veena madam said, please, Jayashree, share what you want to share. And then I shared this energy, and it was so nice. And then they said, yes, we could see on your face how the energy has worked on you. And then the session was closed. And my sister, Sarala Gopal, and she rang up. She was also doing the meditation. Then she said, Jayashree, what a nice experience you had. I want to give you some gift. What do you want? She said. Then I told her what I want, and then she got me that gift. So this is how. Then after that, I realized, yes, whatever my earlier than meditation, my thoughts were, that is the real thing. And nowadays, whatever I want to do, I first imagine, and then I go forward, and it is all done. And in after all this experience, my energy also becomes so much that I'm able to do. I do a lot of stitching. So if somebody asks me for a bag, then I will think how the bag should be, for what purpose they want. And then I visualize, and then I manifest, and in no time the bags are done. So that is what I want to tell you. So please believe in what you want to do and go ahead and do. Don't hesitate for anything. It will be done. Like Chandra sir says, don't allot a time for it. Within this time, it should be done. No. Now, the present bag that my sister-in-law wanted, I just imagined, and I was thinking how it will be done. And it is done already. In 3 days, I have finished 2 bags. And I want to do more and more so that it will be useful for everybody. So this is my very nice experience I'm having from meditation. And I'm feeling very calm, cool. I don't bother about anybody's any comment, and I accept whatever anybody says, and I take it positively. So please, all of you, take whatever happens as positive. Always good things will happen to us. Even if a bad thing happens, that is for our good in for some time in future. So please accept everything. That is the thing that I want to share about manifestation and visualization, and thoughts becomes reality. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jayashree madam.
Thank
Of
you,
course,
sir.
I remember everything.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I thought you also share the story of how you gifted to everybody something that you wanted, a piece of jewelry.
Yes. Yes.
You all manifested.
Manifested, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I follow all your, whatever you say, I just follow it like that. And it has become so easy for me to get through anything done.
The reason is you transcended time.
Yes.
You went beyond the time boxing.
Yes, sir.
Something must happen in this time.
Yes, sir.
So when you don't have that in the mind, while you may have a goal, it'll be nice to give it by the Dashara.
Yeah.
A goal by her birthday, by their thing, by the time we meet in the next family meet, I'd like to make it happen. When you have a goal, you're not hung upon it. You're not feeling sad in case things coming, and you're not overwhelmed by it. Instead, let it go, and then you do your best. That's the key.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when challenges come, you still do your best without going into the challenge and saying, now this has come and it's not going to be possible. That's your belief.
Yes, sir.
And when you don't do these, when you do some simple things like this, things come true sooner than later. Okay, so we'll conclude here, friends. So thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Yes.
So we have one more sharing from Madhu ma'am.
Okay.
Madhuji, please go ahead. Just unmute yourself, and if possible, just turn on the video, ma'am.
Let me see if I'm able to switch on the video, but I would like to definitely express my deepest gratitude to Chandra sir and all the Buddha CEO team. And I'm from Atlanta, USA here. And the biggest manifestation, sir, I would like to say that I wanted to meet you virtually or somehow. And on April 20th, I think this session came through, the 40 days thing, and I joined. So I was limitless in my joy, and I'm really enjoying these sessions. And on the Buddha Purnima day, I had installed a 11 by 11 pyramid in my home. I already have a 5 by 5, and I have 2 of them, and I'm really enjoying all the pyramid energies and what a wonderful work you're doing. Really wanted to deeply express my gratitude. And like Jayshree ma'am said, yes, we have to keep believing in what we want and just go with the flow. And this is such a wonderful session, and I have no words, sir. Thank you so much for whatever you're doing and spreading the knowledge across. And hopefully one day when I visit India, I'll be able to come to Pyramid Valley as well. That I will manifest.
I'm visiting America.
Sir, I'm waiting for meeting you. I heard a lot about you from Sheetal Master here, and we are preparing for MMS4, and we look forward to meeting you. Hopefully you are coming for that in September, if I'm not wrong.
I'm coming on May 15th to be in Dallas and Sedona in St. Louis and Iowa.
Okay, so you're not coming down to Atlantis Pyramid here in Atlanta.
Atlanta is not there, so please come and meet us one of the places. Okay.
Oh, sure, sir. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully, definitely. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that.
All right, friends. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes I'm not sure who I am, or even if I'm where I'm supposed to be. Grateful for all of my memories, starting to feel like I need new air. Today isn't my forever. I'm always changing for the better. I listen closely to my soul.